Hello students, good morning to all. So today we will continue our discussion lesson 3 working with Microsoft Access 2010. So in the last class means yesterday we have studied about the types of database and what is database, and today we will study the structure of the database, that is the Microsoft Access 2007. So a structure of database means a database contains a specific structure to store the data. There is some structure, some organized pattern are there that how the data are stored or recorded in the computer, means in the Microsoft Access. So in the Microsoft Access 2007, the data are stored in the form of the tables. In the database, the data are stored in the form of the tables, and these tables are the building blocks of the database. Means they store the complete data in a structured manner in the form of rows and columns. So every table has a finite number of rows and columns. Means finite means that you can count it, a limited number of rows and columns. Now the elements of table. What are the elements of tables? Tables comprises of the fields, records and data. So all the columns in a table are called fields. All the columns in a tables are called fields, and field describes the specific attribute of all the records. Fields are also called the label of the table. For example, the field mentions that the roll number of the table students will store the roll number of all the students. So suppose a student table is created. In that, as you can see in the figure 3.1 of the book, there is a student table, and there contains the one column which is labeled as roll number. So roll number column will contain the roll number of the student, and F name will contain the first name of the student, and third column is the English will contain the hold the marks of the English subject, and the fourth column maths will hold the marks of the math subject. Okay, so these are the fields. Now records. The rows in a table are called the records. So the rows in the tables are called records, and a record contains the values for all the fields of that belong to a single person or entity. Now here the row 1 will contain the roll number of the student, one student, and their first name, English, marks obtained in English subject, marks obtained in the math subject, and marks obtained in the Hindi subject. So second record will hold the information of the second student, third record will hold the information of the third student. So next, the data, a set of characters that represents a valid value. So a set of characters which is a valid value for a table which the columns hold is a data, is known as a data. For example, one roll number 1 Sandeep, first name, and the marks of the different subjects are all the data values for a specific fields of the following table. So while creating the table, while designing the table, we declare it also that what type of information my field is going to hold. So options for Access 2010. So how you can access the 2010? There are a number of different options to use with Access 2010. The options menu will be found under the help section on the file menu tab. Here is what the access options dialog box looks like. See, here is the access option. So general, database, current, data sheet, object designer, proofing, language, client settings, applications icon, display status bar. So the things that can be done with the Access 2010, so these options screen are vital to the user of this database application. For example, you can see the Access 2010 can allow a user to control general options that relate how the calculations are going to be handled on a database. It also works to give the users ability to change the proofreading standards and how objects are handled. Other Access 2010 features can be altered in the menu with functionality in mind. This includes such functions as language, the ribbon icons and the bars that can be used, and the ways how quick access can work. So here you will find the different types of the access options. You want to open the table, the data sheet view, you want to design it, proofing, check the spelling and other thing, language, and here you can see the many options, application icons, display form. You want to open the table in the form view, display status bar, overlapping windows and other things. Access 2010 ribbon. Ribbons can be customized as well. This includes changing the ribbon with regards to the different types of functions that can be listed here. This includes such functions as the form, report, print and table functions. The options that can be used here will vary with each type of program. So you can see the insert menu of Access 2010. So here you can see the insert menu of Access 2010. The insert menu of 2010, one part of the Access 2010 to use is the insert menu. This is used to insert a variety of different things into an Access 2010 files. So these include other Office files from different types of programs in the Office family, tables, building blocks of the database used to hold all the underlying data, forms, data entry forms to input or update the table information, query used to pull information from the different tables into one location. Means query, when we generate the query, if you want to access the information from one or more than one table, we generate a or we run a query. Query means to ask something. Query means to find something. So here you can see the tables are the building blocks of the database and used to hold. What are these tables? Tables are the building blocks of the database and used to hold all the underlying data. Forms, data entry forms to input or update the table information. Reports output the data from a table or a query. Modules used to get the program to work with more efficiency. How to insert data in Access 2010? So an interesting point about the Access 2010 menu is that it is practically the same as what was used in Access 2007. Therefore, an experienced member can have an easier time with the using Access 2010 without any substantial problem. If anyone has worked on 2007, they will find no problem in working on 2010. So the smart function of Access 2010 that any person can take the advantage. After you create a table in the Access 2010, you can add data to it by double clicking the table under all the Access objects in the left pane. In our case, we add a table called addictive tips. Now we are going to add data into it, as you can see here. So this is the database and it is open in the datasheet view. So another thing, the queries. So what are the queries? Queries is a database stores vast amounts of data, but queries help us to retrieve the filtered data, means the data which satisfies the given condition. So the queries helps to access the filtered data based upon some conditions, and queries are also used to perform actions such as delete operation, update operation. If you want to remove any data from the table, if you want to update any data from the table, depends upon some criteria or conditions. Now forms are the user-friendly interface that facilitate the process of entering data in a table and queries. So form has an interactive interface that accepts the data from the user and forward it to the corresponding table or query. So in the form, when you open the table in the form view, at one time you can see only one record, at one time you can add only one record. So it will be easy for us to do a mistake to enter the data of one record into the other record. So mismanagement will not be there if you enter the data through the form view. Reports are used to display the selected data in a printable format. So if you want to generate a report on the given information in the table, so we can do that also in a summarized manner from one or more tables, and we organize it into a printable form. Next, what is the Microsoft Access? Since Microsoft Access is the popular and powerful relational database management system, and it serves as the integral part of the Microsoft Office suite of application. So RDBMS, Microsoft Access is a RDBMS, means relational database management system, in which we can establish the relationship between more than one tables. It is used to organize and manipulate the data. It organizes the data in the form of tables. Access organizes the data in the form of tables. Means here all the data, all the information are stored in the form of tables in the rows and columns. It provides the facility to create the relationships between the table using common fields. So here you can see the different format options are there. Font, data sheet, row height. You can set hide columns, unhide columns, freeze and freeze. That I will teach you when I will create a table. All these things. So next is the, so let me open the Microsoft Access, then I will show you how to add the information. Okay. So this is the Microsoft Access 2010. So what is the Microsoft Access? Microsoft Access is the popular RDBMS which serves as an integral part of the Microsoft Office. It is used to organize and manipulate the data. It organizes the data in the form of the tables. It helps us to facilitate the, it gives the facility to create the relationship between more than one tables by making one field common, which is called the primary key. So a table contains of many keys in which one column we make a primary. So see, this is a blank database. If now we are going to create a blank database, now here the name of the database we are going to give the student database we are going to create. This database we are going to create student. Okay. Now after that we click on the create. Now see, our database will be created and which is named as student. Now you can see a student database created. Now here the table 1 is started. Now we have to design the table. So click on this view tab and open the data, open the table in the design view. So the design view, it is asking the table name. Now here you can give the table name student. Okay, click on OK. Now the table name is given student, as you can see here. Now we design the field. So first field in the student is the roll number, as you can see in the page number 36 that we are going to design. So what I will write? The roll number. Okay, roll number. Now the data type is auto number here, means automatically it will take the roll number 1, 2, 3, 4. So change this data type. So press the tab key, we'll move to the next. So here access object name rules. If you pasted the names from another application, try pressing escape key and type the name again. Typing the name again. For more information about the naming objects, click help. Okay. So here the dot we have to remove. Now auto number. Now from here the dot is a special character that is not allowed. So here we make the data, we set the data type for the roll number as you can take a number. So we will type by own. Now you can make it the here some other options in the field properties. You can set that field size, format. So which format you want, decimal places, auto, input mask, caption, default value or validation rule you can set. That roll number should not be this or that, and the required field. So required is no. So if you make it required, so roll number is mandatory. So let me click on this and in the required field we'll write S. Yes means without giving the roll number you cannot escape. Okay. So next field, after roll number, next field we are going to design first name. That is the first name. First name. Okay. Now this is a text type. No problem. Description, nothing to give. You can write the name of the student here. Description you can give as a name of student. This description you can write. Okay, name of student. Now I move to the third field. In the third field is the father's name. So what you can write? Father's name. That is the father's name. Okay. So that is also text type. Now the fourth field is the address. And this is also a text type. And next field is the telephone number or mobile number you can write. Here is the mobile number. Okay. And this mobile number should be of a number or you can keep it text. Okay. So since a mobile number is a 10-digit character, so you keep it text only. Otherwise, there should be a problem. It will raise an error. Okay. Next field is the date of birth. So what I will write? Date of birth. date of date of birth. Okay, now all the things is designed. Now what I will do, just I will save it. Now I'll open this table in the datasheet view. Click on go on the view. Now open the table in the datasheet view. When we open the table in the datasheet view, to enter the records, to enter the information in the table. So click on the datasheet view. You must first save the table. Yes, saved. Now see. Now the table is open. Student table is open in the datasheet view. Now I will pass the roll number. In the first, say roll number is 101. So I'm going to type roll number 101. Enter. Or the first name write given Kabir, so I will write the Kabir. Father's name Mr. R Nanda, so you write Mr. R Nanda. Next address 675 by 4 PKL. Like this. Mobile number 9648369742. Date of birth you can write any date of birth like 12/2/1998. Okay. Now after that we move to the next record. Similarly, see. So see here one record, one row of a table is called record. So one record means information of one student I have added in my table. Similarly, we can add the second record, third record, fourth record. So now we can give another roll number 102, another name you can write, another father's name, another address, another mobile number, another date of birth you can write similarly. Okay. So now this table can also be opened in the form view. So again go in the view and here open the table in the form view. Pivot chart view, pivot table view, design view, data sheet view. So this information is already added in the table. Now see, this is in the create. Now you'll find the table. This is the form. Now when you click on this form, so the table will open in the form view. Now see here, the first student information is all you are seeing in the student in the form view. This is the form view, and this you can design it also according to your requirement. Okay, so this you can see fields are there. This you can design it, and here you want to add the another is showing that you are viewing one record of, because there is only one record in this new blank record. See, blank record is added. Now here you can write the roll number 102, and you can write here the name, and here the father's name and the address and the roll number and the date of birth. Okay. So this is all for the today, students. In the next class we will continue our discussion on this Microsoft Access lesson 3. So thank you for your kind attention.